The Ningxia Autonomous Region of China has a population of more than 5 million people, of which as many as 2 million of its citizens are Muslims. Today we find ourselves in the capital, Yinchuan. The Muslim community here originated from a mix of local Chinese and Persian traders from the Silk Road. As such, a great deal of their traditions have roots in the Persian community. Yinchuan is described as the homeland of the Hui, the ethnic minority that makes up most of China's Muslims. Join us on this episode of Salam Ramadan from China as we visit this remarkable group of people to see how they observe Ramadan. Yinchuan enjoys a rich cultural history. Everywhere you look, elements of Yinchuan's heritage shine through. From the numerous mosques dotting the landscape to the minarets perched atop buildings in the city, it's clear that Yinchuan has nothing but pride for its Muslim heritage. With such devout, faithful observance of Islam's customs, Ramadan here must be a more cohesive major event. This is the Nangguan Mosque, which is situated right in the heart of Yinchuan City. The noon prayer session has just finished, and we see a scholarly patron leaving the front gate of the mosque. Mr. Jamaluddin, who is now 71 years old, was at one point in time the head imam at one of the rural mosques. This veteran scholar has sought after Islamic knowledge his entire life and will be a great source of knowledge in our quest for understanding of how the Muslim people here celebrate Ramadan.
这个对自个的身体呢也有很大的意义，比如这个分在呢，这个能减轻的这个肥胖的这个病症和这个肚子里面的其他的这些的对人的身体不良的这些病症，这个好处是很多的。
According to Mr. Jamaluddin, fasting is the time to cleanse oneself, both physically and spiritually. In order to prepare for Ramadan, he fasts for 2 months before Ramadan begins, during the months of Rajab and Sayaban. This readies him mentally, physically and spiritually, and hence is more prepared to carry out the ibadah, or worship, during this holiest of months. Well respected as a learned scholar in his area, Mr. Jamaluddin volunteers to teach madrasa classes and briefing lectures at the mosque during the Ramadan period to help locals understand the importance of this holy month. While he is getting ready for another trip to the mosque, his daughter-in-law, Mrs. Aisha, helps her mother-in-law to prepare the dishes for the breaking of fast later. Mr. Jamaluddin joins the other fellow Muslims back at the mosque to get ready for the fast breaking there. The crowd slowly gathers along the corridors and alleyways within the mosque compound. Meanwhile, volunteers are preparing meals in the kitchen. Let us meet the Imam and General Manager of the mosque, Ustaz Haji Yunushi. Haji Yunushi is a well-respected figure here, and though it is in the month of Ramadan, he keeps busy with various activities in the mosque. According to Haji Yunushi, the Nangguan Mosque was built during the Ming Dynasty and is now 400 years old. It was destroyed a long time ago, but has since been rebuilt and it stands firm today. The Nangguan Mosque is a veritable treasure trove of Muslim artifacts and memorabilia, a testament to its role as a center of the Muslim community. During the Ramadan period, we see an increase in the number of Muslim and non-Muslim visitors visiting the mosque to learn more about the development of Islam in this region. Heading back to witness the breaking of fast at the other wing of the mosque, it seems a good deal of the congregation has already gathered. Some of the volunteers are preparing and laying the meals on the tables inside the dining hall, which is overflowing with visitors, while the others are waiting outside at the corridor. We can also see the women gather inside the ladies' chamber, getting ready for fast breaking. According to Haji Yunusi, about 200 people come to break their fast at this mosque every day during Ramadan. A strong community spirit can be seen here, as everyone is helping each other and playing a role in preparing for the daily breaking of fast. The bell rings to signify the end of the fasting period. It is time to eat. In other Muslim communities, the azan, or prayer call, is used to signify the time to break fast. Here, the mosques ring a bell to mark the moment. Most of the people who come here are elderly men and women. The younger generation is also encouraged to break their fast here, which makes the atmosphere at the mosque very lively during this time. In this way, the mosque doubles up as a central hub for Yinchuan's residents, a meeting place for sharing ideas and experiences. The mosque also accommodates more volunteers and travellers on its grounds during Ramadan, due to the higher traffic for prayers. These mosque volunteers also help out in the collection of zakat for the community. The Ningxia Hui Autonomous Region is home to many villages, and one of them is Tongzin. We've seen how the Muslim community in Yinchuan celebrates Ramadan, but what about the people who live on the outskirts, further out in the rural areas? Has urbanization, or the lack thereof, changed Ramadan practices there? Let's find out after the break.